everyone, I'm Mustafa Diansha. Thank you for watching on these videos. If you have to see this is first year videos watching on my YouTube channel, welcome. This channel will provide you some information about the current issues and social engagement. So today we will talk about discrimination and also resistance. Do you know, guys? Literally in the middle of the 20 and 20, the racism issues is more explosive. How we can handle it? Yeah, let's get into it. But before, I hope you can enjoy these videos. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and also comment on these videos. And then let's get into it. The first year of the college marked a significant milestone in your transition to the adulthood. As you settle into a campus routine, you will mostly be tasked with adjusting to being spread with your family, warming up your friendship, and also coping with a more rigorous academic curriculum. Although it is often hard to gain a sense of independence and responsibility during this process at the time, and then you may find it difficult to juggle the demand of the social and campus life. Unfortunately, among students of the color, the common structure of the college experience are often compounded by the burden of the race-related stress. Racism and discrimination continue to be a fact of life for many students of the color and the campus college. At the time, racism is offered, such as the use of the racial slurred graffiti or often violence. However, it also frequently arises in more subtle forms, such as stereotyping, assumptions, or exclusions. In any form, racism and discrimination add stress and challenge the life of students of color. Finding ways to cope and bringing concern to the forefront are important steps in owning personal power. The purpose of this video to concerning and also giving some of tips for the student of the college as the impact of the racism and discrimination. Additionally, it will be provide to you some of the how to handle the discrimination if you have as a victim. It also copes to the effectively with the race-related stress and maximize what you want in one academic potential. As a student of the color, the additional frustration you might experience might be the result of the racism, which leads to race-related stress. Racist actions usually involve some of them for the racial prejudice and discrimination. However, at the time, you might find yourself questioning whether you were a target of the racist act. This is a common reaction because modern-day racism tends to be the comfort in the nature. Additionally, perpetrators might not recognize their action as racist because their behavior does not mimic the more often the racisms commonly seen in the past. The recently accompanied perception of the racism is often due to the misunderstanding of the behaviors that constitute racism. To understand what is the resistance, we need to what the definition about the racism to help us understand the concept of prejudice and also discrimination. What is the prejudice? Prejudice refers to any negative belief, feeling, judgmental, or opinions we hold about people based on their group or membership. The group membership doesn't necessarily have to involve race, or ethnicity. People can be prejudiced based on several group categories such as religion affiliation, membership, uncertainty measuring, belief that maths or science major and age, gender, sexual orientation, or social economic status. Prejudice is based on individuals' race or ethnicities. It's also known as racial prejudice. If we hold a negative belief against a member of the different group, this negative belief may cause us to discriminate against member of that group. And what about discrimination? Discrimination occurs when a person is harassed or treated less favorably because of their membership in a particular group. This group can be based on race or ethnicity, political affiliation, religion affiliation, gender, age, sexual orientation, disability status, socio-economic status, and etc. An example of this discrimination is a student organization that refuses to accept members of certain racial or ethnicity group. What is racism? Racism is a racial prejudice that has been incorporated into the function of majority institutions, corporations, and social systems such as unified organization, banking, housing, and governmental policy. Racism leads to discriminating against a minority, racial, or ethnicity group while maintaining the beneficial and privilege of the majority race or ethnicity group, which holds most of the power within the major institution, corporation, and social system. When the majority group in power making decisions based upon racial prejudice, this can lead to unjust socio-political barrier and policy against the minority group. And then what the common consequences of the racism by the student of the color? First, sense of being isolated and outsider in the one of the institution. Second, pressure to provide oneself and defend stereotype. Third, stress relative to being seen as representative of one community. Four, feeling fearful, anxious, frustrated, helpless, depressed, or angry. 5. Consider dropping out or transferring to another school. 6. Difficulties with the concentrations and motivation for the class. 7. Being unsure or confused about whether one is being treated differently because of race or ethnicity. When students of the color experience racism, it is not just only cause a problem in their social and economic life, but also negatively impact their physically and psychological health. Race-related stress refers to the psychologically distress associated with the experience of the racism. It is important to understand that you experience race-related stress even you were mistaken a racist act occurred. Race-related stress reaction only required that the people believe that they were the large of the racism. Below, this is a list of the sum of the detrimental effect of race-related stress. First, intense emotionally react. Sometimes the victim of the racism feel anger, anxiety, fears, frustration, desperation, isolation, sadness, self-blame, and also down. Another one, ineffective coping, like avoidance, digging, and substance use. And health concerns, sometimes the victim of the racism feel like heart disease, hypertension, and also emotional tensions. The psychology and physically effect can have a significant effect on your daily life. For example, if you feel isolated due to the experience of the racism, you may be reluctant to the interest with students for different racial or ethnicity background to participate in campus activity such as student organization. Students of the color who experience as a stereotype trait might begin to believe that their peers do not regard them as individual but also as representative of their race of ethnicity group. The anxiety of the often accompanying stereotype trait can have academic tasks such as class participation, assignment, and also example. So what should you do if you're feeling like stressed or feeling race related stressed? So this is some of the recommendation for those all of you if you're feeling um, as a victim of racism and discriminations in your own community. Fortunately, there is some way to combating the negative effect of your feeling. First, you can build a support network. You are not only a person dealing with the rest related stress, and then you can connecting with other people with similar experience and feeling can help you successfully navigate the racism. Racism is a personally insulting, established barrier, and it's often rooted in a large social system in the college environment. Racism can cause feeling of the isolations and even lead to depressions. Friends, family, and a faculty of staff member can lead a listen ear and serve as advocates for you. Second one, utilize your belief system. If spiritually play an important role in your life, utilize your belief system as a way to cope with stress. This could influence connecting with others who share your spiritual belief, convening in your spiritual leaders, or participating in your spiritual ritual, and such as a prayer or meditation. Third one, develop a positive cultural identity. Having a positive cultural identity and a strong sense of the self is particularly helpful in your combating race-related stress. Take the class that focus on the historical experience and contributions on your cultural group and joining campus organization that celebrate your cultural norm and ideals. The affirms yourself. Expressing racism and options from others and can be very self-defending. Reinforce your positive effect is one way to remain in the control. You poorly because of race is it an indication of their ignorance. Taking care of yourself should be primary. So practice health habit. And the last, practice good self-care. In dealing with the pressure, of the being exposed to racism and discrimination, it can be easy to lose track of the things that need to do to take care of ourselves. Taking good care of your physically, mentally, and spiritually health will leave you better equipped to cope with the stress of bias and make empowered choice for yourself. If you have some time to contribute to the environment about racism and discrimination, you can be a little more important, the person that important to belong to particular social group, but actively to advocate the racism and make some of campaign around of the environment. I see the step that you need is first get educated about the racism and discriminations. It's just not only to learn about to learn about the subjects about the subject racism, but also you need to learn about based on your experience. Second one, speak up, but speak up for yourself. You can see the racism earring around of your daily activities, but you have to find the best way to educate people and responsibility of your environment. The third is you instant negative impact. Aliens recognize that while instant actions can sometimes have unintentionally negative or harmful impact. And then the last is challenge the behavior, not the person. No, the person who has impact at the regions, it's just not only person as a normal. They have a feeling very anxious and depressed. So accusing another person being automatically not this person in one way, but you need to learn and challenge to change the behavior mindset fullness from victim of the victim of the racism and discriminations. And that's enough for the talk today. Thank you for watching. Please be wise. Please be consideration. Please be know that racism and discrimination around of us. So be speak up. Don't get very anxious, because the racism is just not only about yourself but also people around the world. So speak up and be mindfulness. Thank you. Goodbye.